Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Today, it's about prevention. Let's think about healthcare right now. It's about SickCare. So we really want to work on how we do WellCare. And that is how I like to work with my clients. So you don't actually have to come see me because you're hurt. You actually can come see me just because you want to avoid injury and be able to play all the sports and all the activities that you want to do in your life and make it so that it's fun and enjoyable and it doesn't hurt. What are the most important things about prevention? Well, there's knowing your body and making sure that you actually move your body every day and doing something that really helps you stretch, move, strengthen, and do things that are like the activity you want to do. So if you want to play tennis, just doing a bicep curl isn't going to necessarily help you. We really want to make sure that we move you in tennis moves so that you will not hurt yourself when you're playing in that third set. Prevention is the key. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over all of the different activities we can do. And prevention is for more than just sports. It's also for body mechanics. It's for being the best mom. It's for being the best person at work. It's being able to show up without pain, stand up tall, and go. So why is prevention important? Let's think about it. Everything is expensive. So if you can actually avoid injury, you're going to avoid paying those big medical bills. You're going to avoid waiting for long times without having help from your medical professional because sometimes it takes 2 months to get in. All right. So do you believe that injuries just come out of nowhere? I mean, yes, you can just trip and fall. That does happen if you trip over a cord. I'll give you that one. But if you're going to play a sport, we know that you have to move muscles and you got to move them pretty quickly. So prevention means you must get your body ready for that. Let's talk pickleball. It's the number one injury prone sport there is out there. If you were actually able to stretch, strengthen, and do the right moves before you went to play, I am going to guarantee you that you will have a decreased risk for any injury. So prevention is doing the motions and the activities before. Let's talk about injury and why we want to avoid it. So I was playing tennis and I got hurt and I had to go and get an MRI. But I have to say, this was the funniest thing. There was also a tournament going on for pickleball. And let me tell you, there was a line out the door for the MRIs because everyone got hurt. I mean, everyone got hurt and they ran out of crutches. This is why prevention is key. If I had done the exercises for my tennis, which I hurt myself, but not because I wasn't working on all the activities, but because you can actually hurt yourself if you go for a ball and you stretch too far or you turn your ankle. Those things happen. But if you don't stretch and you don't strengthen and you don't get ready for it, you have a much increased risk for injuring yourself. And guess what? You have to wait longer, pay more, and they might not have any more crutches left. So let's prevent the injury. All right, let's talk about injuries. Where's the most common? So on the weekend warriors, my most common injuries are going to be ankle sprains and my knee sprains. And that is because technically you don't stretch or strengthen either one of those areas. Like when's the last time you did ankle circles and the ankle alphabet to get good mobility of your ankles? So these are the things you do to prevent. Now, if you are not into sports, but say you wanted to paint a room and you haven't painted a room in quite a long time, you might come in with an injury of shoulder pain. And you know why? Because you hurt your shoulder when you were a kid. It lays dormant for years in your life and then comes out and rears its ugly head every time you go and try to do something different, like paint for 6 hours. So it's really important that every day we stretch. We actually know our body. Not that you were going to be able to know you were going to paint, but you should be stretching your arm, your shoulders, all of the different joints of your body daily. And that way you will not be at risk for injury when you do something that might take a couple extra hours. So let me guess, is this you every day? Over the desk, hanging out with horrible posture every day, coming in with neck pain? I know you all doing it because you're all just sitting up right nice and tall as we watch this. So this is the deal. Mechanics matter, okay? So we really need to make sure that you know that your neck is forward. It should not be here. People, we're straight. We're supposed to be straight. Move things so that it is keeping your neck straight. Now, your neck is not the only thing. There's also the low back, okay? And the low back is also because how you were sitting, and you're putting all of that pressure on that low back. And you probably maybe don't have both feet on the ground. You probably have your legs crossed. Maybe you're sitting on one leg. All of those things, as comfy as they are, they really hurt your low back. And they can help or actually cause your low back to shift or your pelvis to shift. And a lot of times your low back hurts, it's really your pelvis that's moved a little bit and it's causing a lot of discomfort when you're sitting or when you go to stand up, and that is a problem. So we can help you and create some fantastic stretches and give you ideas on perfect ergonomics so you do not hurt. So as you're sitting there right now, make sure sit up nice and tall, stomach's tight, squeeze those shoulder blades back, and you will feel better. So how do you prevent all of this? I've kind of explained all these different injuries or possible pain points, but what do you actually do? Okay, so the first thing is no joke, your chair and how you're sitting. So is your whole chair being used? Because you paid for the whole chair. So let's use the whole chair. Okay, so is your butt all the way to the back of your chair? If not, put it there. Okay, so now we got your back and your butt all the way to the back of your chair. Are your feet flat on the ground? Okay, good. Now you can actually start to create a perfect position for yourself to be sitting. Because most of us sit for more than 5 to 6 hours a day, some people even longer. And I feel bad for you because really sitting is not good for you. Every hour you need to get up. Okay, you need to stand up out of your position, especially if you've been like this. You need to make sure that you are actually rolling your shoulders back, squeezing your shoulder blades back, bringing your head and neck up. Let's talk computers, okay? All of us have laptops, iPads, iPhones. Okay, that's down here. So if I was sitting at this desk, my computer screen should be right here so that my head doesn't need to go down. It's actually facing the screen at the level of my eyes. That's what's important. This table, perfect. My elbows are right on here so they're supported. So that if I'm typing on a keyboard right here, I would actually be supported of my forearms and my shoulders, decreasing my neck pain. All right, let's just talk about bed. You get up in the morning, we're stiff. Oh my goodness, we've just slept for 8 to 10 hours. So we wish 6 to 5 hours, maybe. All right, so now we're gonna stretch. So you gotta make sure that you actually move in your bed before you get out of bed. Don't just roll out of bed and stand. That's when you go, oh no, everything hurts. So there's gonna be great exercises you can do. Something so simple like pull both knees to your chest. These are not hard things to prevent you from hurting because no one wants to start their day every day with pain. So how are you gonna actually remember all the exercises I just told you? I helped you out. I created an app that is totally foolproof, okay? So you can go to that app. It's called My Hummingbird Wellness. And what that app will do will actually break it down. So if your back hurts, there's back exercises. If you want to work on ergonomics, there is a whole entire section on ergonomics on how to set up your desk, how you should sit at your desk, how your arms should be on the chair that you're sitting at the desk, as well as shoulder, knee, pre-injury or exercises for you to do any type of sport. So go to the app, check it out, and you really want to start this now. Just because you don't hurt doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. That's once again SickCare. We've been trained to be SickCare. We want to be WellCare. We want to prevent injuries from occurring. So start today and do something because listen, if you do a little something every day, consistency is key. And I'm really about consistency, no excuses. I make it simple. It takes 2 to 5 minutes to make your body feel better so that you don't hurt tomorrow with a simple injury that you could have avoided. All right, so let's recap. We're gonna stand tall. We're gonna make sure your mechanics are good. We're gonna make sure you do exercises. You're gonna make sure, remember right now, pull in your belly, pull those shoulders back, and make yourself be nice and tall. And if you like what you're seeing and you want to prevent your injury and you want to make yourself feel better and you don't have to wait until you're hurt, you want to go to my link in my bio and click on that. It'll bring you right to the app. Don't go to the app store. You just want a link in my bio or go to playbook.com and look for My Hummingbird Wellness. And we hope to see you next time.